enjoy the fun, chatting with interesting people while styling while we run. It's Kickin in Crocs. We're kicking in Crocs.
Hello and welcome to Kickin and Crocs, the podcast where we talk about martial arts stuff, geeky stuff, and all sorts of stuff. It's going to be all over the rails tonight for this episode. We have a wide range of topics, none of which...
All over the rails. We have a topic list.
Yes, there are all over the rails topics. My name is Steve, 1/3 of Kickin and Crocs.
I'm Dave, 1/3 of Kickin and Crocs.
I'm Nick, the final third, and I'm on the rails. The rails are right here. Rails have been raised.
You might notice we're on Zoom, and that's my fault.
How dare you let your
My son is under the weather today, and I try not to share the germs.
No germs. No germs.
Meaning, I refuse to go to the basement, and I don't want people
I was
in the
just
house
going to
with the
say, we
kids
got
sick.
close to a basement podcast that I got close.
Now we have to do it in it's almost warm enough outside where I could do it in your backyard. It's the
That
kids'
is-
bedrooms.
That would be
We could do
interesting.
one. We could do
That
one.
would be pretty
But
cool.
that wouldn't have been tonight.
No.
We should do a
A
campfire around your
campfire
solo
cast.
around your solo stove.
Oh, a campfire cast. That'd be so
Everybody
cool.
prepare one
But my
ghost
solo
story.
stove is literally this big. It's small.
Oh, it counts. It's good enough.
I have
Everybody prepare a
the
ghost
fire
story.
pit with the 4 chairs in the back. I have the gas fire pit in the back.
Ooh, the
Well,
fire
then do
pit. Let's do it. Yeah, that's a great idea.
And
All
then
right, that'll
roast
happen soon.
marshmallows and tell ghost stories.
That'll happen soon then. That'll happen
Oh,
very,
no,
very
'cause
soon.
Then Rob won't leave his house anymore if he's telling ghost stories. He already believes in ghosts pretty heavy. So
Well, anyways, we did not come here to talk about Rob or ghosts. We today are here to talk about...
First on the topic list is Rob and ghosts.
yeah, I thought we hit
I
that
didn't
right
put
off.
that there. He's going to type it on right now.
Nick is putting it on.
He's
Right
going to put it on right now. I didn't talk about that at all. I first wanted to start off with the Karate Kid movie that we all went to go see last weekend on
we
Sunday.
did. Picture of all of us seeing it. Boom.
Oh wait, that's
There it
I
is.
do have that picture.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, you do.
Oh,
you have
shoot.
to put it in now.
How am I supposed to?
I have it still.
Okay.
Yep. I could just bring it up, and you could screen share it right now if you're afraid you can't get it later.
I'm sure I can figure it out. But yeah, we went to go see the Karate Kid movie, Karate Kid Legends, a little legacy sequel to the Daniel LaRusso Karate Kid movies, and it also
They gave
decided
it a
to.
name. What's it called?
Karate Kid Legends.
No. That type of sequel. They gave it a legacy sequel. I think they called it
Did they?
or something.
Just the sequel?
No, they didn't call it a sequel. But
Oh.
anyway, go on.
Okay, I did just say that it was called the Legacy sequel. It's
And
fine.
he's saying it's not that.
He's saying it's
No, I'm
not.
saying it is that.
Oh my.
He wasn't listening to what I was saying. Is basically what he's saying. Anyways,
No, I thought it had another name.
let
okay.
me
Well,
share.
anyways, Legacy sequel, Karate Kid Legends. They decided to also incorporate Jackie Chan's Karate Kid movie as well. But what I liked about this one the most, you did not have to have watched the Karate Kid remake with Jackie Chan and Jaden Smith in order to see this movie. It really didn't. It didn't interconnect that story
No.
into this one. You just had to understand that Jackie Chan's character, Mr. Han, teaches kung fu to the main character. And that he's his uncle. That was it.
I found myself.
You found yourself?
You found yourself?
I found myself.
you
in the
forever.
movie. Nick, stop texting me.
Yeah, come on, bro. This is the problem with the Zoom podcast, is that all these notifications interrupt.
He's texted me to allow him to share. It doesn't give me a request on the screen, and so it's like allow me to share. And I already clicked the allow, and then next
Oh.
text message is a smiley face, hey. It's like,
Make
yeah.
it happen. Make it happen. All right, go ahead.
Anyways,
I found actually that having seen the Jaden Smith Karate Kid, actually deterred a little bit from the movie because then I just kept thinking, well, what happened to Jaden Smith's character? And
yeah, that's why I'm glad
What
I
he's
have
talking
not watched it.
at one point, he's talking about the kid, the way you changed Miyagi's life. Hey, there we all are. And there's Nick's background. And then there we are again.
There you go. You guys can see just the picture. There it is.
Yep.
We
Hey,
look
very nice.
amazing. And we're done.
Um,
Okay, next, back to the podcast.
So in the movie, he's talking about how, well, this is the kid that changed my life, the way you changed Miyagi's life. And I'm like, wait, no. Jaden Smith's character is the one to change your life. You literally do put jacket on, take jacket off, which
With
is
him.
from that
It
Karate Kid movie.
it sounds like
Yes.
they were more or less removing that movie from canon.
But they
It's-
kept put the jacket on and take the jacket off. Which
Well,
is
they can
like
keep
the
the
first thing
different
he taught.
the kung fu technique things. They don't got to keep the story.
And they removed him from being a drunken bum and now gave him
Yeah.
a full martial arts.
Yeah, he was an
dojo.
actual
Well,
martial
no,
arts
I
teacher.
just-
Yeah.
I just thought that he became like that was his school after he won the tournament with Jaden Smith. Like he got his life back in order.
Maybe.
I mean, it could be.
It could be. Yeah. Like honestly,
That was just how I just
me
interpreted
personally,
that, like,
having never seen and never wanted to see the remake with Jackie Chan
the
in
remake
it,
wasn't bad.
I
but
decided not to.
The only thing that killed me with the remake is the over the top move. Like I think what made the original Karate Kid so good for the time that it was in, and even later on, is that the moves didn't seem impossible by the average martial artist.
Yeah,
Like, you
yeah.
didn't feel like you needed to be a gymnast to get the
I-
moves done, right?
I felt this one, the one with Jaden Smith.
Yeah.
That one. If they called it the Kung Fu Kid,
It would have
I
made a
would've-
lot more sense, I bet.
I would have
100% better.
like then it would have been no complaints for me at all.
Yep.
But they didn't.
Totally agree.
So,
Well, I like the way they kind of interweaved it with the two branch. Obviously, people, spoilers. This will be a spoiler review of it. So if you have not seen the movie yet and you do not want to have it spoiled for you, then skip ahead in the podcast to the next topic. But I liked the whole two branches, one tree thing where they kind of tied in their backgrounds.
well, which is they legitimately think karate has its origins in Chinese kung fu.
Right.
Again, these things are hard to trace lineages of because
Well, it's so old. All of them have been around for centuries now. So it's tough to tell. But I did like how they kind of weaved that in, how Mr. Han knew Mr. Miyagi and that like he knew of Daniel and stuff like that. And I wish that Daniel had been in it a little bit more, if I'm being perfectly honest. I wish that we had seen a little bit more of Daniel instead of, waiting till the very
They
end-ish.
dragged out the beginning of the story for the fact that it's like a repeat story. They should have gotten to. I totally agree with you. LaRusso should have been included way sooner, or even if they just showed something he was doing or anything.
Yeah, just showed him in the movie.
Scene
Yeah.
with him sooner. Also, I didn't like the two branches, one tree because the bonsai tree picture had more than two branches. So unless they're going to start bringing in all of the branches and what they stand for, the metaphor didn't sit because the image didn't match. But I get it. It was
I thought the metaphor
nice.
sat. I thought because that's
Oh, maybe it was a different picture. I don't know.
No, I just looked it up. It's not. It's got like 4 or
okay.
5 branches on it. So I'm like, okay.
I
whatever.
then
does it just
it
have
was
the
the
two main
first-
some
branches
plot
and then things
holes,
branch off of it?
Nah.
some
Sure.
plot holes, but that's
It was
okay.
the first thing Isabella said to me afterwards. She goes, "What about that 2 branch thing, Dad?" I was like, "I hear you. I'm with you. I know it had multiple branches, but it's okay." And they did. I wish and I know why they did it. Is the thing we
Right.
talked about it briefly. I wish the choreography, especially when Jackie Chan and the LaRusso character were both in it. I wish it wasn't so flashy. Like I wish they would back out and let you see the actual action a little bit. They were so afraid to show the two different
I was about to
levels of
say,
martial arts.
I think we know
get it.
why they did that.
One being very
I know,
clearly
generous. I know, but I
I
still
like
think
I like the way they played off each other though. I thought
Oh, that
yeah,
was really
I
cool.
agree.
I love their dynamic. That's
That
what I'm
was the
saying. I
best part
wish
of
she
the
was in
movie.
it more, because then I wanted to see more of that dynamic.
I thought the comedy part of the movie, between all the characters, by the way, was actually really, really good. I
Yeah,
didn't think
I
any
was-
of that was over the top.
I was quite happy that Joshua Jackson had a bigger role than I ever thought he
I
would.
almost, to be honest, I almost think this is gonna sound odd, I guess, but I almost think you either didn't need him or didn't need LaRusso. Like there was almost overkill of good adult characters. You
Yeah,
could have almost just kept him. His character was great. and not
His
brought
character was
in
great. I
Danny
liked.
Lusso.
Yeah, I kind of liked how they had the student being a teacher for a little while there. Like that was a dynamic that wasn't really a part of
Well,
the Karate Kid in the original
if they weren't
movies.
trying to tie it to the Karate Kid, they definitely could have written it in a way where that would have been the movie of him learning
It
lessons
did.
through teaching,
It felt like a
learning.
separate movie. Honestly, it
It would
Yes,
have
felt
been
like a
yes.
almost
separate
cool if
movie.
the kid was like a retired champion and this guy needed help and he was helping that guy. That's his own movie. You're 100% right.
Yeah, like if they were saying like so obviously main character Lee, his brother was like the champion in the tournament and whatnot, and that was a big part of his backstory, which I felt that was a pretty good addition to a backstory for a character. I felt it definitely fleshed out his arc a little bit more. Gave the mother a reason to really hate martial arts. Which I love Ming Na Wen, by the way. Ming Na Wen is an incredible
Yeah,
actor.
she's
Oh, I'm
excellent.
raising my hand. Oops. She's an incredible
Oh, good
actor.
job.
Um, I think to Nick's point, it would have been cool if the kid had also won in like his division in like that same tournament, and like both the brothers were champions. You know, what I mean, and that would have been a cool additive to it as well. But no, I still liked it. I thought it gave a good little addition to his
The
backstory.
movie was good. Like so anyone takes it where I'm nitpicking. Go
Yeah,
see
of
it.
course.
It's a good movie, great family
It's funny
movie.
because
Like
a lot of the online reviews are trashing it, and I'm like,
it's a
it was
Karate Kid
exactly,
movie.
it was better than I thought it was going to be. Like I went in with the expectations of like, listen, I love the Karate Kid, but that is no masterpiece. If you go back
No,
and watch it,
No,
no,
you're not like, oh
no.
my god, this is the
It's a cult
greatest, most
classic.
well written thing
It's a
I've ever.
generational cult classic.
yeah,
Um,
without a doubt.
it's really just for that nostalgic feel, and like just that underdog story that people like so much. You know, like
And you
that's
want to
yeah,
laugh at the hokiness. Like it's a
yeah,
Yeah,
hokey,
yeah,
campfirey movie. Like that's what it is. You're gonna sit down with your kids and you're not looking for Oscar award winning
yeah.
performances.
And it's
You're expecting it to be off.
again at the end of the day, it is really a kid movie or
Yeah.
kid-ish.
yeah, yeah.
It's
Yeah,
not
to
really.
me it's like a young teen movie, like 13 and up, 12 and
God
up,
bless you,
something
my
like that,
wife.
Like that's to me
Bless you, Shadow
that's
Half.
the age. God bless you. Um yeah, I liked it. I think you could take your kids to see it.
Yeah. Oh
Even
yeah.
young kids just understand there's some scenes where, there's some kissing, but it's low level between, it's nothing
Yeah,
crazy.
it was like one
And the
moment at the end.
violence is very
There's kissing
controlled.
in kids' cartoons. I mean,
There's no like limb breaking or
they
blood or
also
anything like that.
wasted. I thought
Oh no, there is in the boxing scene, I guess, a little bit.
A little bit.
they did waste that the MMA gym owner.
Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah, he had barely
Where you're like,
any.
I kept thinking like, oh, Ralph Macchio and Jackie Chan and him are gonna get into it
I
the
was like,
way
yeah, it's
like,
gonna be like a 2-on-1 type of battle.
or a la Crease, like like
They
one is
did. I
gonna.
was waiting for them to beat the kid up at the end. Like, here we go. It's Karate Kid 1 all over again, and nothing happened. It was
Nope.
They
just so
also missed.
uneventful.
They also missed a legacy opportunity. Um, big spoiler, but at the end, when he tries the illegal and he flips him, he's about to hit him, and he's got the head. I thought he was gonna honk his nose. I was waiting for the
Honk.
The
honk.
callback, the callback. Well,
Well, the
listen, in
writers,
He
days
the
of
hadn't
learning
seen
writers.
that,
karate,
like
Dave,
But
in
he was
6
training with
days,
Daniel
yeah,
in
LaRusso.
Daniel.
6 days
What they could
of
have done is had a
mastering
scene where Daniel did
karate.
that to him earlier on in the movie, and then he goes and does it to the
In
kid.
Daniel did it in Karate Kid
gentlemen,
Part Two because at the start of it, when Miyagi beats Crease up,
He honks his
you
nose.
could have
Yeah.
killed him. Yes.
gentlemen, in 6 days to learn all the martial arts. You can't show them all the deadly moves at once. The nose honk is a
Honk.
finisher.
That would have been on day
Live or
7.
die, man. Live or die.
Zach. He didn't even show him the crane kick. Nothing. Now, what was funny, you notice what he did say, sweep the leg, right? So the
Mhm.
entire time he's training him to sweep the leg, which
Yep.
was,
There you
and he
go.
used the phrase sweep the leg. It
There you
wasn't
go.
like take out the leg, tackle the
It was a
leg.
good
It
Sweep
was
the
cast. And
leg.
it
sweep the
took me a
leg.
minute. It took me a minute to recognize where the young girl, his love interest. I was like, I know her from somewhere.
Where was she from? I say
I
give
knew
her
her
to
from the
him.
Goldbergs.
That's what it was. Oh yeah, yes, that's what we talked
I knew her
about.
from the
Yep.
Goldbergs, but then she's also been in like a couple of
Couple
other
of the
TV
Disney
series.
stuff. Yeah.
She
Disney
did a
stuff.
great job.
She was in something else too that was like more adult oriented, um, like drama y.
Interesting.
Never saw it, but I did see the Goldbergs, and she played Adam's girlfriend for like 3 seasons.
Wow.
No,
Okay.
she did a great job. I thought all of them did. I think the hardest role to play was the bad guy, because it almost felt like they trying to plug him in, and he
They wasted
almost
that guy,
both.
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
MMA gym guy, and
Mm-hmm.
then they didn't really develop
The
the
kid.
bully,
Yeah,
the kid.
Connor. All
No,
it
he was
was is
just a
that he
bully off
was
the matter. That's
he
it.
was the love interest's ex-boyfriend. That was about it. There was
And
no
what was really interesting
backstory.
is he's another one. He's like he did karate for like 3 years and was the grand champion or something like that. It was like something like he wasn't when it's like, oh yeah, he was in 7th grade and started karate, and he's in 8th grade now or whatever they were in,
They
like
do
sophomore
tend
year or
to do
whatever it
that,
was.
which I have to say annoys me a little bit in all these. They didn't do it in the so in the original Karate Kid, it was a legitimate tournament, right?
Right.
Yeah, it
Also,
wasn't the
legitimate
rooftop.
tournament in Karate Kid Part 3.
Yep.
And then in the
Wasn't it in 2 as
the
well?
no,
No,
There
two
wasn't one
was
and
the
2?
no, two
no,
was the fight in the middle of the celebration.
yeah, in Okinawa.
But they didn't
Okay, yeah,
even
yeah.
make it a tournament.
I'm
It was just
mixing
a
up
fight.
2 and 3.
It was just a
It
fight
was
that
a
broke out.
celebration, and because that's the first thing when he's trying to get when he's trying to get him to go fight him in the center at the thing. Because remember, he's holding what's her face Kumiko with the
Yeah.
knife,
I'm
Yep.
mixing
and
up 2
Miyagi
and
says,
3.
There's
Yeah.
no tournament." Yeah, he warns him before Daniel Cross. This is no tournament. There's no points. Like this
Yeah.
is
The
the
This is a
real
real
fight.
yeah,
deal.
this is life or
Um,
death. Yep.
no, but like, and even in the Will Smith, the Jaden Smith one, that was a legitimate tournament at the end of it. Where like they worked their way through a legitimate tournament. This was like Street Fighter, like, oh, we just have this underground tournament with these different locations in the
For
street,
kids
The 5
and it ends on a
boroughs.
and adults.
rooftop.
Kids versus adults. Like some of the
Yeah,
guys that were fighting were like in their 30s.
yeah,
I'm like, what's
yeah.
going on
And
here?
you're like, is it
No.
a Street Fighter move? What is happening?
Ah, yes, this amazing underground tournament that has this very genuine and high-tech scoreboard for the
It's an
for the
amazing
finale
underground
battle.
tournament. It's an amazing underground tournament of point scoring. Right.
Exactly. On a rooftop.
Listen, we're gonna be in this alley, but
And
like,
is it me
hey,
or
2
was like
points if you hit to the head.
it was like first to
8
eight?
points
Like
wins.
8? Where the hell did you get 8 as a number for like what? I've never had 8 as a point scoring anything.
I've never considered point scoring to be a street. Like, we do this no bar
Oh,
street
oh,
tournament. 8
Dave.
points though. 8 points.
And I think it was you that made the point, Steve. His hands were taped for training and for the fight. It's like, wait a
No,
minute.
I made the
You should all-
point. He made the
What?
point there. I made the point that like, because I leaned over to Steve or somebody, maybe it was you, or like, I was like, because he admits in the school. First I said, I leaned over and go, "Is he just wearing hand wraps?" Like I didn't
Yeah,
understand.
he didn't have no gloves on.
No, if you look at those weren't traditional hand wraps. They looked like it was a glove,
It's a
like a
gel
hand
wrap.
wrap. Yeah.
It's a gel wrap.
Yeah.
I
Which
have
you
them.
don't. Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
put them
Yeah.
under boxing gloves.
Oh, do you still? Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, whatever.
yeah.
And then I love how he roundhouse kick, or was it spinning roundhouse? Was it spinning wheel kick? When he was on his way, when one adult pissed him
And then
off, that
flex
looked,
at the adult. That's
and
like
the
10 times
adult
the
looked
size.
like a guy that just came out of the cage.
Yeah,
He's like, they
He's like,
could have got a,
I'm
yeah.
scared, Mr. 3 weight classes below me. He's like,
I'm
oh.
like, yeah, I'm like, you couldn't have picked a less intimidating guy for him to punk out
Well,
like
that was the
that
point.
dude.
You have to
I
know
think
how
that
good
was the
this guy
point.
is.
Yeah,
You have
that
to
was
know
the
how good
point.
he is.
That didn't sell
I just
anybody.
love the idea. You did
No,
an MMA gym hitting Thai pads to enter a karate tournament. You know,
right?
like, let's think about that for a minute.
Did on that one for a little while, right?
So let's put it
Exactly.
this way: the logistics,
It was
were a
good
little
though.
off, but
It was a karate tournament. There was a man named Buddha in a Shaolin monk guard. We're like,
No,
what's
my
the
favorite is when
odds?
all of a sudden it went back to like video game land and like the
Yeah,
points just start flashing on the screen. 1 point here. I'm like, is this a video game or are we still
listen,
watching the Karate Kid?
we have a karate tournament coming up, and I would like Steve to film it and edit in some points now.
Oh,
yeah.
Steve, please. For like the teaser of the tournament, you have to do that. Edit points in. Come
Blah,
on.
blue, blee. It was like
Round one. Fight.
it was a modern. Remember Batman, the TV show, when you like they hit him and like boom, bop,
No,
bam.
it
Oh yeah, the
reminded
Adam
me.
West Batman. It's like
Yeah,
bam,
that's what I'm talking. It was like
pow.
No, no. What's that? What's that movie? It's after a video game.
Forrest Gump.
Um, someone takes over the world. What the hell is Oh
Huh?
my god.
Someone takes over the
No, no, no,
world.
no. I'm saying the name. I'm gonna. Michael Cera was in the movie.
Scott
Uh,
Pilgrim.
Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah.
That it was those effects out of
Yes.
nowhere, right? That was the effect. What's the name of that movie? I butchered.
Scott
What's the
Pilgrim
actual full
versus
name?
the World.
There's the
Versus the
world.
World. Okay, those effects came to my mind immediately. I'm like, oh my god, what are we watching? Are we watching this movie now?
It did feel like two separate movies crammed into one movie. I felt
It
like it
did,
was
Felt like
just two
yes.
six
very separate
movies
points.
crammed
So
And
into
it did
one.
leave it
now
open.
they
leave it
did
open for a
try. They
sequel.
did kind of tie in the two different storylines. Obviously, like with the dad being, although technically the other guy would have gotten disqualified, so he would have won. So wouldn't he still have gotten the prize money? Isn't
No,
that?
it was an underground fight. I don't think it worked
Not
that
if the
way.
ref was bought off.
I guess we can go with that. I'm just thinking like if the other guy got disqualified, I know it was an underground fight, but he was doing that for the prize money.
My
Yeah,
whole thing was
but
I thought
Miyagi, Jackie Chan Do ended up giving the money. Remember?
Uh-huh.
I
Anyways,
thought honestly when they
That's the Jackie
started
Chan.
throwing the elbows, I thought the box was gonna show off like, oh, I've been training in kung fu, not just straight up boxing. So I know how to handle this. But
No,
that didn't happen.
he
well,
did
I
a
mean, it's
couple
not
little
like he
fancy
was
spins
getting
and
trained
turns and
for
stuff.
elbows. No, he was still training in boxing. He was just using kung fu concepts to train him. I liked. Well, speaking of which, the whole rooftop like training scene, I loved all of that. Like old
That was
school.
hilarious.
I loved that. That was
I
great.
loved how he said, "Hey, use my garden as a gym," and then within 4 hours,
He got the
he had
logs.
logs and ropes that were huge and
Mhm.
a boxing speed bag on the top of his head. Yeah, that was a really nice
Ingenuity.
piece. And,
So
um, and then Ian
go
and I
see
were
the
going over
movies,
the
what we're saying.
logistics.
Yeah, go see the
What?
movie. It's worth the
Oh,
watch.
please go see it. It's
It
worth
is
it.
100. If you're a fan of the original Karate Kid movie, it is 100% worth the watch, and I think that
And
anyone
tell
that
us how
liked it will
much of the
enjoy it.
ridiculousness you loved because there was a lot of
I mean, it
ridiculousness
was
in it.
better than fun seeing the Cobra Kai. So
Oh,
The
speaking
final
of
scene,
that, what do we
that was
think of
great.
Johnny Lawrence's little cameo at the end there at the after credits?
Way to give it all away, Steve. Just give it all away.
Yeah, we said spoilers already.
That's the follow-up movie is going to be
A Cobra Kai movie.
Their new bagel shop.
pizza shop.
Miyagi Dough. Oh, pizza dough.
Miyagi
Yeah, Miyagi
Dough.
That's if that isn't in the next movie somehow,
I'm
I'm
be
gonna
very
be
upset.
disappointed.
Yeah, I liked
It
how they
has to
left
be
it
like
open.
in the strip mall.
They did leave it open.
Yep. So they should tie it right back into Cobra Kai with the two of them being together. It should tie directly into it, I would think. But he didn't.
Mhm.
If you notice, he didn't have the dojo in the backyard. He just had his
That was like his house
meditation
dojo.
room.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, just speaking of movies and sequels, let's
Hmm.
transition right into the announcement that happened this week.
Ah, yes,
Very
from Mel Brooks himself.
greatest movie series it's going to be now that there's going to be a second one out.
I enjoyed reading the entire list as it was scrolling.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
So awesome.
Spaceballs 2, we're talking about.
Yeah, we're getting another
If-
Spaceballs movie after 30 what years? 38? 30,
No, seriously, Spaceballs.
35, 38 years?
Whoa. My wife, the shadow half, it's one of the few movies she's seen.
Did you like it? I love it.
Wow.
Did you like it? Yep, very good.
Steve, did you see it?
I have. Not in
Oh,
many,
good.
many years, though. I've not watched it.
I have it on
I've not watched it in a
DVD.
long
Me too.
time.
Yeah,
I do
my
not
kids
have
have
it on
also seen
DVD.
it. I have not failed them. They've seen it as well.
Hmm.
It is great. And the teaser, if you have an opportunity, folks, go see the teaser. If I remember, I'll put
Oh,
the
so you didn't see
link
the
in the
teaser for
comment
Spaceballs 2
section.
yet, did you?
Like, I'll comment it. So worth
Oh, it
reading the
announced this
teaser.
week. So good.
Yes.
Yes,
gonna
I'm gonna have to
be
rewatch the
great.
first one before going to see this one to get a little refresh.
I know, but I've seen
Yeah.
that movie so many times. It's
I have
I
seen
hope they
it.
spend little time
once.
on the effects and a lot of time on the comedy, on like the good comedy.
Well,
Mel Brooks.
apparently Mel Brooks is literally returning as Yogurt, and he's what 100 years old now. Like
Yeah, how old is Melville? He's up.
He's
well
up there,
How old
right?
is
Yeah, he's
Let's
around. I'm
Let's see, I'm
pretty
gonna
sure
look it
he's.
up.
If he's not 100 yet, he's close.
he is in his 90s, I think.
Oh yeah, 100% he is. I'm pretty
Which
sure
is
I'm pretty sure he. I'm gonna say he's
which is
100.
wild to think he's going to be directing a movie still. But he's still. I mean, look at him in the teaser. He was still got energy. He's
No,
still,
yeah, he looked to be
pushing.
like
Let him go.
completely himself.
Where? Oh my God, yeah. Just old.
Nick, you're also a little
Yeah.
bit quiet. Do you want to turn up your input a little bit on the settings in Zoom?
98.
He's 98, so yeah, I was almost spot on.
And the movie, he said the launch date of the movie is 2027.
So
Yeah.
he is going to be 100 by then.
Yes.
He was born June 28th, 1926.
Oh,
So
he
he'll
was
be
born the same
99.
day as my younger brother.
He'll be 99 soon.
Wow.
He was born the same day as my younger brother. That's crazy.
1926. Oh man.
Wait, say that again.
1926.
Wow. Steve, is that better, by the way?
Talk again.
Hello?
If you could bring it up a little.
1926.
Dave is louder than you. So if you want to bring it up a little higher.
How's that?
More.
Better?
More.
No, I'm working on the output, but you guys are getting louder.
No, not output. Input. Your audio input.
Your input, buddy.
That's why it's
How's
not
this?
changing.
Better?
Keep going.
Better?
Keep going.
Better?
More. I feel like Kylo Ren
Hello?
from Last Jedi.
Hello?
More.
Hello? I'm out.
He's
This
not
is as
saying
much
to
as you
me.
get.
He sounds saying to me.
This is as much as you're gonna get.
All right.
Okay.
Well, then I will just have to deal
Well,
with
thank
that. I mean, business as
Better.
usual. Then Nick's the quietest one on the podcast. Business as usual.
You're
So
welcome.
what are our thoughts on this? Do we think that this is a good idea? Do we think that this is probably a movie they shouldn't
The
be
time is
touching?
right. But
No,
they're not
as
touching
long
it,
as
just
Mel
give you a
Brooks is
sequel.
part of it, they should be.
Then I'll talk at once now.
Go ahead,
As
Dave.
long as they're not it's just a sequel, so they're not touching the original movie. It's not a remake, so I'm fine.
Well, yeah, I guess, but there have been knowns like people, say like this doesn't need a sequel. Like there are movies like that.
Like all of the Star Wars.
No.
Just read the teaser and you'll see all
Star
those
Wars
movies.
needed a sequel because George Lucas started with Episode 4. He had a whole trilogy planned out already.
Yeah,
You could
but
have left it. You
it
could have
left it
left
up to the imagination of the viewer. That's what was great about it.
Nah, I'm glad he finished that story. But no, Spaceballs. I'm trying to remember.
long
Did
as
they
Mel Brooks
had
is
they
still-
left it open
Mel
at the
Brooks
end? Did they leave it on a
Yes, he
cliffhanger? They
actually-
did.
They
They-
didn't leave it on a cliffhanger, but they had when he's in when he's learning about the Schwartz of
Yes.
yogurt. Yogurt specifically says, we'll see you again in Spaceballs 2, the quest for more money. Right.
I think that was it, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Their version of a close to after credit scene, but it was there. It was right after the end. Yeah.
Hmm. So I guess, I don't know if I count that, but that's
That
interesting.
would be funny if he names it that.
That would be funny if that was the subtitle, "The Quest for More Money."
Why not? Who cares? If if you're not gonna go in that movie expecting like the dumbest stuff to happen and it to be super silly, then
I do
you
think
don't
it's the
need-
right time though, because like
We need it.
a couple of years ago, I don't think they could have gotten away with it because
Well, I'll tell you,
everybody's
he's
very
got to do
sensitive.
it. He's got to do it in 2027, just in case he misses the boat and things
Yeah.
swing again into another direction that may not be as acceptable.
That's funny.
Yeah,
that
that
he's doing
type
it.
of comedy. So think about it, there hasn't been a good comedy movie in a while, and now they're starting to come out with like
Yeah, that's true.
there's ones coming out. So
Well,
like
it'll be
like
interesting though, because you don't have
Happy
old
Gilmore
school
2.
comedy. Yeah, I'm not excited about that yet. I
I'm
don't know.
not
The
terribly
movie
excited, but it's nice that
looks-
they're coming out with comedies again.
Yeah, but they need to come out with some fresh comedy. Like, these are all like throwback comedies. They need to come out with some good fresh
Well,
stuff.
Baseballs 2 is a very big throwback though.
Oh, it's all throwback.
I mean, when was the
It
last time there was a
is.
movie like that? Although they are also making
like a parody movie.
they're making another Naked Gun. They're bringing back Naked Gun.
Yes.
Are they
remember.
really?
You didn't
Dude,
see the trailer?
we saw the trailer for it in the Karate Kid Legends.
No, I was in the restroom.
No, you weren't. Not for that part,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, he was.
He
But I
was?
didn't see the trailer. I didn't see the trailer at the Karate Kid. And Nick and I went to the restrooms together, like good friends do.
Oh, okay.
I saw
Yeah.
the trailer online though. I've seen it.
I'm gonna look at what is the name of it? Because what was the other one?
Naked
33
Gun
and a
2.
third or something. What was the last one?
No, I think it's just Naked Gun.
Naked Gun 2.
So
Yeah.
they're just bringing it. It's got Yeah, it looks like they're gonna do a good job on it. It's that same stupid humor.
Okay, that's cool. No, I love it. I mean,
Those
the Naked Gun
movies were
movies are
big for a
funny.
while, like Airplane, Naked Gun, Spaceballs.
Wait, so who's the main actor? Is
In the Naked Gun,
Nielsen?
Liam
Liam
Neeson.
Nielsen?
Liam Neeson in the remake.
He's gonna take over for
Yeah. I get
They're
it.
like all related
uh
to their all the main
yeah.
characters like related to the original cast.
Are they?
No, no, not
Mhm.
like not like actually related in real life. I mean, their characters are related to the characters. So
That's
it
the
is
story.
almost like a sequel type
It's
deal.
gonna be like his son.
Yeah.
There's Naked Gun 2.5, Naked Gun. What is it? 33
I'm
and a
gonna just type
third.
in the new Naked Gun.
So I would have just typed it then yeah. Liam Neeson Naked Gun. Like it's
No.
just,
I have it. I have it. It just says
okay.
it just says the Naked Gun. That's all it is. The new one's called. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a remake. I hope it's not a remake.
No.
No, it's definitely not a
They
remake.
mentioned the
See,
original
they mentioned
characters
the
in it.
father and the other
Oh, okay.
characters, and
Oh, good. That's cool.
yeah.
That's true
Those
though.
are, talk about silly. Those are 100% slapstick humor.
But that's what I'm saying.
They're
Now
going
you're
back
starting
to
to get
movies like
those
that.
movies back because you haven't seen those in forever.
That movie definitely always kept me on my toes because when I started wearing body mics and there's a scene where he goes to the bathroom with the body mic on, they're like, "Oh, we'll shut it off." I'm like, "Can you just take it off me until I get back?"
That was Naked Gun. That was Naked Gun. That was the
33.
second one.
Oh, was it the
33 and a
second one?
third. That might have been the
Yeah,
third
third
one.
one.
Naked Gun 33 and a third.
Yes,
Huh.
I was just like, "Take it off, please." Oh no,
just
sir, we'll
just get
shut
it
it off.
off, man. Just get it off.
No, I
That
will
was
unplug it. I unplug it.
those were like really good. They were the predecessors to like an Austin Powers.
Yes.
And then I think that was probably the last like stupid movie we got was like the Austin
Austin
Powers.
Powers.
Where
Yeah,
And
it's
then they
so
got
bad it's good.
but
it
like
was.
the first one was the most genius of the Austin Powers movies because it was totally a spoof on spy movies. Second one was pretty good. Third one I thought was like, eh.
Was that Goldfinger the third one?
Yeah.
Yeah. But again, I don't want to say you run out of material, but it's not that impact of something new. So it's always harder when you start getting
Yeah.
three
Well,
movies deep.
the first two just had the more clever jokes, the
Yeah.
visual
The
sight
writing was
gags,
better,
the
huh?
word play.
Mm.
You know, like the wordplay in the first movie was the best. The visual gags in the second movie were good, but the wordplay in the first movie, spot on. You
Oh,
know, they had the assassin with the Irish assassin with the
yeah.
Lucky Charms.
Yeah.
Like they always have to be Lucky Charms in their evidence. And why does everybody laugh when I say that? You know, or like the second in command, Rob Lowe's character was number two.
Yes.
Yeah,
So when
yeah,
he's
yeah,
fighting
yeah.
him in the bathroom, he's like, "Who does number two work for?"
Oh yeah, and there's all the
They're
number
trying
two
to figure out
jokes.
he's got yeah. It's just clever. Just
Isn't there like certain scenes where he like just flips the eye patch like his other eye? Like there's nothing
yeah,
actually wrong.
yes. It changed.
Yeah.
It's
They
like guys,
have
but like
they have a pretty funny, if you ever watch Epic Rap Battles, a pretty funny one where it's Austin Powers versus the last most recent 007 and versus Sean Connery's 007 in like a rap battle is really funny. So if you
hmm.
haven't seen it before, you should check it out. But it's good. And they do a great job at revitalizing all three characters. It's pretty cool.
Oh, Steve, I did get an email today.
Congratulations. Is
Uh,
that your first email ever?
the email states brand that from Crocs. They've restocked things we're interested in.
So Vegeta's.
Vegeta
I was about to
Crocs.
say
Ooh.
Vegeta.
That's what was restocked.
Size 8 Vegetas.
See, restock
So
styles you've been
go order
searching
them
for,
right now.
and it's up. Oh,
I
you
have
can't see it
to.
on my screen,
No,
but
move it in front of your
oh,
face.
Vegeta Crocs.
Still couldn't see it, but okay. We'll take it. Order
Yeah,
right
no,
now,
that's
please.
the email. It's restocked. It hit me, and I
Look
was
it
like,
up.
well, I have Steve. Okay, so we covered thoughts on Spaceballs. The last thing we got to talk about before we break the
More of
Switch.
our gripe.
Do do it.
Yes. This would have been a
Switch
good call to
2.
have Rob on the call because he has it and he could tell
Yes, he
us if
does.
any of this stuff stands out. So Switch
I
2's
was going to
out.
say Terry would be a good one to have on the call.
Terry
Well,
does not
yeah.
have a Switch 2. Is
Nope.
refusing to buy one.
Yes.
Why
And
has
I
our
think some of the things we're talking about are going to definitely go towards it. But common
And
big
Ian has one as well.
complaints- Oh, Ian does have one. So
Yes.
early complaints, right? The obvious one, price tag on the system, price tag on the games, right, is pretty high for Nintendo, right? When you think of
Well,
Nintendo,
it's pretty high for a game you can't physically own.
you're going into the second one. Let's start with the first one first.
They
Now,
still don't have size 8 Vegetas.
But they said it's
how dare-
restocked. What do you mean?
I'm looking
It
at it
restocks
right
for
now. I
everybody that's
cannot
not
select
Steve.
size 8.
Get a size
What?
7 and stretch it. Or
I
get a
might have
size
to get a
9 and
size.
stuff it with the sock.
Actually, there are no sizes over 7 available.
So you get a 7 and you stretch it. Done.
I wonder if this is because they don't sell it in a size over the 7. Anyways, back to the Switch 2. I'm sorry. I'm
What are you
distracting
talking
us.
about? It's right here, size 8.
I'm
Oh,
looking
no,
at
I'm
it.
sorry. That was men. That was women's. You get a men's size 7. They're out of stock in the other ones.
Yep. Well,
So,
that's fine.
yeah, so
We'll keep an eye out for it.
with the Switch, they're complaining about the price tag. They're complaining about the price tag on the system and the games. And the new thing that Dave and I saw the other day, and I sent over to you guys, was the cartridge, but it's not an actual game cartridge.
Key card.
It's the key card. It has a little picture
That's
of a
what they
key in the
call it.
corner of it, and it's basically it acts as a physical version of a digital code for you to download it online. That's all it
I was
is.
going to say, so is it sort of
And-
like with the original Switch where you have like the little SD card slot up at the, not SD
Yes.
card, but you know what I
No,
mean, like a
but
little
the
game
S-
card slot.
No,
That
no. The
game card
game
slot is a
card.
cartridge.
No, but
Yeah.
the game card itself.
So this is
So
the
here's the
different. This is
thing,
the
when
updated version of that.
But when you have those, Steve, you can play the game offline.
Yeah, because you
But
just put the cartridge in, and that's
and
what it does.
and the memory, the majority of the game is on the cartridge.
Correct.
With these key cards, none of the games on the cartridge. It's just all it does is load up a password for you to digitally download the game.
So my question is this then: what is the purpose of the key card? Like,
To
why is that now a thing?
advertise digital games without the funds needed to load the full game onto those cartridges, because they're competing against the fully online experience now. Like, so think of a Game Pass and
Okay.
all that kind of stuff.
I'm still confused
So-
as to why someone would bother buying that if they still need to download the game onto the console.
Yeah, nobody
Well,
knows. It's crap. They give a
that's
bunch of shit.
why
That's the
you
point.
have
If you, it
people that
sounds like just
are
like a money
mad.
grab.
That's why you have people that are mad. Is like, why am I buying a physical thing that's really
Nothing.
doesn't do anything?
Now, personally, for me, it doesn't make much difference to me because I usually don't buy game cartridges anyways. So I'm always doing digital download as it is. However, I can understand if there's someone that really only uses the game cartridges or key card or things like that because they don't want like the data on their Switch or console to be corrupted. They don't want to lose the game and stuff like that. They want to have it as a physical copy just in case something happens with the Matrix
Or,
online
I'll
world.
throw a wild one out there that not many people probably do, but I don't want my kid online, so I don't. They can't download it. They've got to use the cartridge.
Yep, I got
Right?
that.
So now that option's not going to happen with this piece.
But like that just physically downloads that one game, so it solves your problem. So you're just clicking. It's
You
not like
have-
you can go.
You have to go online to download it first, though. So what if you don't have online access that you can't
No,
download the game?
as far as I know, you don't. The key card puts your Switch has to be online.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, that's
Has
what
to have an
Nickers
internet.
means.
Yeah, but your Switch. So you don't have your Switch internet connected?
No. I do. I'm talking hypothetically.
He's saying hypothetically,
People-
if there's a
People
parent,
don't have. If you have games on cartridges on the traditional, you don't have to actually be on Wi-Fi or anything. It should play on the Switch. So
Correct.
if you're someone that says, I don't want my kids connected to Wi-Fi with their video game system, I want them to just play the game on the system, it eliminates that
Well,
ability.
I see that, but
No,
there's there's also parental controls on it, and it's not.
I
You
get it.
can't use a browser. You can't go and do other things.
this is still
Well, the
crap.
new one, it has browser with the the parental controls can block those things. Yes, no, I totally get it, but there could. I'm just again, I was totally
And you
hypothetical.
cannot modify a Switch.
Well, so they did show a video where the guy tried to use a loaded disc where it had like about a couple hundred games on it and put it in, and it showed the game, it showed the screen, and then when he went to click on the game, it showed that it would download, and then when he went to play it, it wouldn't play. So it didn't brick his system though, but it would not allow the
They
game to
do have
play.
the option to brick it though.
Yeah, and he was trying to see if they would brick it immediately, or if it's something where
Yeah.
if you're a repeat offender, then they brick it, and
Yeah.
it couldn't.
Yeah.
It
See,
wouldn't brick it.
the trouble, like Terry brought up, is that historically speaking, you can buy, let's say, a PlayStation 5, right? So, like
Yep.
PlayStation 5. If you buy it with the optical drive, or if you buy it digitally, so there's two versions of the PlayStation. There's more now,
Right.
obviously, but when the PlayStation 5 launched, you can get the optical drive, or if you want to save yourself some money, you get the
Now
one
the
that's just pure
optical could
digital.
take discs, right? Yeah.
Correct.
Correct.
Got it. Okay.
Right. Or you bought the PlayStation, just the digital, and the digital was cheaper because it had less components in it.
Yep.
Mhm.
Wasn't built with the optic drive, so it costs
The
less to make,
Xbox,
therefore it costs less for you to buy.
the Xbox did the same thing. The Xbox had a purely digital, and it had one that came with an optical drive.
Mhm,
Yep.
If
mhm.
you bought purely digital, it cost less.
Yep.
Nintendo now has a purely digital system that costs.
The same.
Well, no. It's not, because you can get some games actually on the cartridge still. They're not all the key cards. So it's not purely digital. Not every single one of the games is a key card. It's a mixture of these two items. Some of the
Yeah,
games
but there's
that they want
far and few between that are
no,
cartridge.
but I'm saying because of that, then it's not really considered fully digital.
Mm,
It is, because
yeah,
you can load a game
it's
onto
a
it.
great little workaround that Nintendo has,
Yes. It's not really great because
but
it's crushing
I
them.
say it's not really that rare.
also the battery life on the Switch is not great.
Well,
Switch 2.
oh, I didn't see that. But it makes sense.
Oh
It's
yeah.
drawing a lot more power.
I've read numerous things about how the battery life is not as good as the
And
original
see,
Switch.
that's a big selling point for it, though, is the fact that it can be portable and operate on just the battery like that. So the fact that that's not up to snuff, that's going to be a big problem.
And they were saying, not that this really matters at all, but if you use the controller as a mouse, it's having the same issues when the Wii try to do that, where it wanders all over the place.
Yeah, but I have no
The
desire to
drift,
do
huh?
that anyway.
Yeah, big time. No, I agree. But again, you're launching a system three generations past when you last tried this, which is the Wii and the Wii 2 or Wii U. Um, and you're still having the same exact issues. You're still having those, like that should have been clean. Like, don't even put it on there then. Like, they
Yeah.
clean that up.
If that's going to be a
Um,
problem, why are you putting it in there?
Well,
Yeah.
you can use a peripheral mouse. You can use your own
Yeah, you can
mouse,
plug
from
your
what I
own mouse and
understand,
keyboard
and you don't
into
have
it.
that
Yeah.
problem.
They were showing the Mario Party where they actually had live cameras on the players. Nicole's like, I don't want to see my face when I'm playing. I'm like, you can just shut the camera off, honey. She's like, that's not an added value feature at all. I'm like, all right, okay, maybe not for
For
you.
some people, it is
Yeah, yeah,
though.
yeah. Yeah, if you want to see your friends and
If you want to play online and whatnot, yeah, exactly.
I mean, I love the fact that when we play Mario Kart, we run Zoom.
Yeah,
yeah,
I
that was
like
cool.
that.
It adds an element
And this will
to it.
eliminate the need. Well, it may eliminate the need to do that. Yep.
Maybe.
I don't know. I
I mean,
think they could have slowed down a little.
I still want to Switch 2, but
I was really surprised they didn't launch it near a holiday, especially if there's no competitive systems coming out. Why not wait and launch it by like by the holidays and get a bigger
well,
sale
there
out
are
of
going
it?
to be some competitive things coming out.
What?
Xbox has a portable coming out.
Yep.
Yeah, I heard about that. I did hear about that. I did hear about that. And it's gonna play similar to what's that on what's that gaming download?
Steam.
Steam. Thank you.
For the
It's gonna
PC, yeah.
run similar to like a
Oh, hang on, my
Steam
boy's
type
making the
process.
noise.
But I don't
Steam
know what it's
Deck.
going to be called. But yes,
Eh,
they're supposed to be doing that.
oh, well, do they
Yeah,
have anything out on it yet?
it's not out yet.
Just
Well, yeah, no, I'm
articles.
just
I
saying, like,
didn't
do they
see
have
any
any
pictures
reports
yet.
on it yet?
I didn't see any pictures or anything. I didn't see any full descriptions yet. But I honestly haven't looked for a while, so it could be out there now.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, it teased it. It gave you the picture.
Oh yeah.
Pre-orders are expected to open in August with a potential launch in
Oh wow,
October.
that soon.
This
Oh, the pre-orders.
handheld will offer access to the Game Pass library and cloud gaming experiences, allowing players to play on the go.
What are they calling it?
Uh, ROG Xbox Ally, and then there's going to be another version, the Ally X.
You know what it reminds me of? PlayStation 5 as their portable, but it's only to access your console.
Yeah, it's not like
I
the
mean,
original PSPs where it could access.
here's the funny thing with Xbox though.
Yeah.
You could log in and play remotely from a cell phone anyway.
Yeah.
You can do that with PlayStation for certain games.
Yeah, so I'm just like, I mean, I guess if you don't have a cell phone for younger kids or
Hang
whatever,
on.
or you don't want to have games on your cell phone, they even have
But
like
it
those
does
controllers you pull it and
lag.
snap it
It
on.
does lag on a cell phone.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, but that doesn't that depend on your connection and how new your cell phone is?
Yeah. So this is supposed to actually be similar to a portable gaming PC.
The Steam Deck.
Yeah, that's what I think it was based off of, Dave.
It's a partnership between Microsoft and Asus.
Yeah. Okay. So Asus also makes a version of a Steam Deck.
Yeah.
A Steam Deck is just what they call Steam's version of it. But if you go to Best Buy right now, there's at least 3 portable gaming PCs that are like handheld PCs.
Mm. Now I wonder if Xbox will go and try to pull any access to their games outside of using either this thing now, the Ally, or
I
the
don't think so because they allow access on PCs. I mean, that's what
yeah,
they
they would
do.
lose a big audience if they
I'm
did that.
excited you can finally play Uncharted, Nick.
I know you were sending it to me, but is it a downloadable item or do I have to pay like full
I don't
price
know
for
how
the
they're gonna
game?
do it, but and also you'll be able to play The Last of Us.
Are these both good games?
Oh, there. Uncharted is right up there with possibly my favorite game.
I've played Uncharted before, and it reminds me of the mechanics reminds me of Lara Croft, the newer one, the newest one,
Tomb
Well,
a little
Raider,
bit.
it came
huh?
out before it
Yep.
came out before the newest like so. Yes, because they modeled the newest Tomb Raider after Uncharted.
Okay, fair enough. I like that model, so it works out good. That game was great.
Uncharted is incredible though. Like it's three
Yeah, I
games.
played
You
some
need
of
to
it.
play all three. They're
Yeah, I do now.
amazing.
Yeah, yeah, I played some of one of them. I can't even tell you what it was. I think it was the second one. I was running through a bus or something. I don't know what I was doing.
They're amazing. They're well worth your time.
And then what's the other one?
Last of Us
Last
The
of
Last of
Us.
Us.
Now was the show first, the game first, or neither?
game.
The two games before the show came out. Yeah,
Okay, and the games are pretty good.
the games are amazing. It's the same people that made Uncharted. Um,
Is it all third person like Uncharted?
Yes.
yes. Although The Last of Us is crazy stealth.
Okay.
Like you really have to like sneak around in that game. It's a zombie apocalypse,
I was just gonna
basically.
say, is it because they're gonna eat you alive? Got it.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I was talking to Luca because I'm currently, as I just told you guys, was playing Jedi Survivor. The one thing the game is missing is a stealth element, right? It's all like you're up in their face fighting, which I don't think like you have to do that. And they add things like the Jedi mind trick and other items to it, but it's all to manipulate people to fight. It's not to avoid the fight. And I think they would be really cool with the abilities that are present in the game if they made you an option to
Right.
avoid certain fight criteria.
Avoid.
It'd be cool. I think it's always fun. Like I always like the Batman Arkham games because you're trying to not engage the entire
They
group.
do that. So in Spider-Man, they do the same thing. Like you can do um there's stealth missions in the Spider-Man games,
Mm.
but you anytime you go into the area, you can stealth it or you can go in guns blazing.
So you don't have to rock and sock it every time.
Nope. You can literally like stand on
Okay.
top of the if you're in a construction site, you stand on top of the thing and then you can like
Pick off the guys
Pick
one
them
by
up.
you can
one.
web somebody, pull them up, you can gank them up and like tie them up
Mhm.
without
See, for me, that adds that replay factor. Like, how many ways can I beat this level, right? And
yeah.
and without causing
Well, The
a death
Last
or
of Us,
whatever it
they
is.
have these things called clickers. So they're big, thick. They work on sound, so they can't see you, but they can hear you, and that's how they see. Right? They move on sound, and then
It's like
your knives break in them. So if you have a knife, right, you can only stab them like 2 or 3 times, and then you're done. Like you have to
Quiet
get
Place.
You have to get a different weapon. Kind
Oh,
of
they
like the
break
Quiet
the
Place,
knife?
Quiet Place, yeah.
which
Except
also
there's
came
not
out.
just Except there's not just a few of them. There's thousands of them.
Which also ironically came out way after The Last of Us. So I
Mhm.
often wonder if
That's probably
I've never
inspired a
even
little
heard
a
of
bit.
bit
that
of that
game.
was.
That's probably inspired a little bit off of it.
It's
I've
not a
never
new
even heard of it.
concept though, like things working on sound.
I like that though.
Jurassic Park,
Yeah,
the
What's it called? The
Raptors.
Quiet Man? What was it? A Quiet Place? I mean,
Quiet Place. It has John Krasinski and Emily Blunt.
hmm. I never saw it.
No,
Yeah, that sequel too.
it's thriller. It's like a thriller. It's a movie
I
thriller.
wouldn't watch it. It's like horror thriller.
Yeah, no.
But
Not my.
it's similar though as far as like the noise impacts them, right?
Yeah, they
That's what
they
it's
they
all
can't
about.
see. They have no eyes. They only go off of sound. So it's called a quiet
Well, that's how
place.
Stranger Things is too. In Stranger Things, they have no eyes, so it's all
Hmm.
based on your motion.
Yeah.
Yeah. So The Last of Us, you end up sneaking around a lot.
Okay. So if you're going in for again, beat 'em up, don't play The Last of Us.
I couldn't play it. I couldn't play it at night. It's too creepy for me at night.
So in other words, what we need to do on Gaming and Crocs is have Dave do a playthrough of Last of Us at night.
And we all have the lights on them randomly.
Yes.
Lights off randomly.
I don't do horror games, scary things. That was like the most I could push it. There's like,
They
yeah.
we last time we talked, I had mentioned the game Silent Hill, and they are coming out with
I
a
know
new
Silent Hill.
version of it. They are
Mm-mm.
relaunching it. Yeah, that's intense. That one. Yeah, that's a
Yep.
straight up horror game. Oh yeah.
Sounds like a nice game. Lots of
Oh
sunshine and
yeah.
rainbows and
That's exactly
Yeah.
what it
happy
is.
endings, I'm sure.
Yep.
Well, gentlemen, I think we've covered all our topics tonight.
We
Thank you for
have.
setting them
Does
up,
anybody
guys.
have any final thoughts on what's going on with the Switch 2 or
Final thoughts. Go see Karate Kid Legends. It's worth it. If you get a Switch 2, tell us about it. Write it in the comment section. Tell us what
yeah.
you like about it. Because we did a lot of griping, but I know that the system's going to be, I have a feeling it'll be successful one way or another. What do you guys like about it if you do have it? I think that was some things I'd like to see. And is anybody out there excited to see Spaceballs 2 in 2027? I am.
May the
Yeah.
Schwartz be with you.
I am pumped for it.
Oh yeah, can't wait.
All right, cool.
Yep. I wonder if they're gonna add new characters.
They have to. I think some of the actors aren't available. John Candy.
Well, yeah, John. That's right. John Candy's not. Yeah.
Barf.
Arf.
Yeah, that's kind of tough.
Yeah.
And
Coleman's still alive, though, right?
my replacement would have been Chris Farley, who is also not an option. So it's just like your two big guy options.
No
Excellent
CG. I think it's
actors.
CGI him in.
Yeah, they have
Don't-
those
they better
capabilities now.
not. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't CGI him in. Get somebody. They need all real actors and all real comedy. I don't want to hear any of this CGI nonsense. No way.
I heard it's written by AI.
Oh, speaking of, yeah, it might be.
It's not.
Speaking of which, this is coming out on Sunday, so happy Father's Day to everybody.
Oh shoot.
Yes.
Dave, happy
Okay.
Father's Day to you.
To
and
you
your
as well,
father
Nick.
also. Thank you, thank you.
We're gonna
Sending
have
it
to,
your dad. Please wish him a happy Father's Day.
I will. We're gonna have to do a little
So my Father's Day gift, which I'm sure was the best, as we're saying this
yes, sure it
or
was.
in the past, is tickets to go see a comedy act at the Stress Factory in New Brunswick.
Oh,
Ooh.
nice.
And we used to do that. We did it 2 or 3 times. They would get it for like the girls would all get it for the husband, so we would go see it. So it's been a while, and then they surprised us with the one again. So I'm sure I had a great time, and I'll be sure to talk to you guys about it when we get together again the following Sunday.
How about you, Dave? Any Father's Day plans?
No, I have a sick baby now, so
Well, he might be better by Sunday,
happy
so
Father's Day.
we'll see.
Yes.
Way
Well,
better by
it's
Sunday.
okay because you'll be delighted to know it's raining the entire weekend, so you're fine.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
This is also true. Yes,
Yep,
All
it was
right.
raining the whole weekend, so that's going to be super fun. And Isabella's
Indeed.
graduating from 8th grade this week.
Ooh.
woo! High
Yes.
school. Time
Stop
for her
it.
and London to make it official.
All right, cut that out. Cut that scene.
If I remember.
Mute that line.
If I remember.
Oh, what did
Uh,
Izzy send me the other day? She sent me the new Moo Meadows with the cow driving the
Yes.
car,
Number one character in
carrying
Mario Kart
a hamburger.
world.
She said now it's cannibalism because you have a cow eating a hamburger.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What do you say? It's Mario. What is it called? It's Mario Kart
It's the
World.
number one character in
Mario
Mario
Kart
Kart World
World.
right now.
Yep.
Is it really?
It's the number one played character right now, yes.
See, we started something there, Steve. We should
It's
have
here.
capitalized.
This is the real Moo Moo Coalition.
I know. Now just buy me a Switch and I'll be part of it.
Listen, mister, I run
All
the
right,
entire
kid.
country.
All right, I'll just wear the T-shirt that you got me. I love that T-shirt.
I
and
still
I'll
have
surprise
mine.
the cheerleader.
Still have
I
mine.
still have mine.
We should wear it.
It's awesome. I am doing my best.
On the podcast next time, we should wear it.
Oh, we could do that. I was wearing the Kickin and Crocs with today.
Dave
I'm
has
not
one
promoting-
too.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I do not.
Yes, didn't Kelsey give it to you or something like that? I had it.
No, I got it for him. I think I handed it to Kelsey so that
That's what it was.
he wouldn't throw it immediately in the
I
garbage.
don't. It's gone. I don't have it. It's nowhere to be seen.
We'll
So
talk.
if Kelsey still
about
has it somewhere, then
Kelsey probably still has it somewhere.
We'll have Kelsey.
I do
wear
not
it.
have it.
Waiting for
It's
when
not in my
Declan
presence.
is old enough to wear it. He will be the one. He will be the Zaphos to join the
We
Moo
will
Moo
recruit
Coalition.
him.
It will be Declan.
Yeah. All right.
Do it. We have tests. Let's go.
So we have things to do in the morning,
Steve, bring us home.
in the past.
I can't.
Still
I,
waiting on Dave.
boy,
He said
let's
it,
kick
though.
this comfort mode.
There it is. Very good.
I thought I
If
said
you-
that already, did I not?
You had not. You had not.
No.
No,
If
he
you have
didn't.
not already, please make sure you follow us on Instagram and on TikTok, our most followed platform, TikTok, which just crossed 800 followers.
Wow,
Thank you, TikTok. At Kickin and Crocs,
We're at
Kick.
155 on YouTube.
We go backwards.
You can see what we're at on YouTube. It's
The
less.
joke. The
We
joke.
are.
It's
we are
less. If anything, listen, man, Instagram over here, trailing behind. Let's go,
Well, yeah,
bro.
we keep picking a new person up. Jackie finally started following us on Instagram this week.
I was gonna say we need a younger audience.
Finally!
than you and Jackie. Well, she's younger than me, but she's not a younger audience.
But so's everybody.
Ha ha ha! Knee slapper.
At Kickin and Crocs, please follow us at Kickin and Crocs, KIC. Oh God, excuse me, KICKIN.in.Crocs.
C to the R to the O to the C to the.
I like the hand motions with it. Subscribe to us on YouTube to watch the video versions of this podcast. Comment down below if you have any opinions on any of the things, any of the topics that we talked about tonight. And if you're listening on audio only, then you should give us
Loads of stars, loads of stars. We would like to see the stars.
5.
He wasn't ready.
Stars.
He wasn't ready.
Lots
He
of-
usually has all his stars ready on Zoom. There they go. Yay.
5 stars. Like the
Yes.
amount that was on the American flag. when Nick was
5-star
born.
review, please. 5 stars reviews helps us out a lot. The 5-star reviews do help us out quite a bit.
More than
Oh,
five.
and happy Father's Day to any of the fathers that are listening to our podcast. Anthony Botts, Will Marunka, Joe Copenhaver, any of the fathers that listen to us. I'm sure that there's more that I'm forgetting. But
Happy Father's
know,
Day.
thank you to all the fathers out there, and just keep on doing what you're doing. Well, that's about all that I got. Until next time, I've been Steve.
Always Dave.
Still Nick.
If you ain't crockin', you ain't rockin'.
Why were you confused, Nick?
He's like, am I still
Confused
Nick?
myself for a second.
He's like, wait a minute. Am I Nick?
Am I still Nick?
Am I still Nick?
He had an existential crisis just right there.
I did for a half a second. Buonanotte a tutti.
Tutte fresca.
All right, guys. Have
You
a
stay
great night.
kicking in the
Feel
net.
better.
You stay kicking in it.
Interesting people while styling while we run. It's kicking in Crocs. We're kicking in Crocs.